Our two number one trolls.
This is Time Out Corner, and you are in the corner. On today's show of Talk Radio, Time Out Corner has the question: to be or not to be. So that's an L. Start over. Oh shoot! This is Time Out Corner, and you are in the corner. On today's show of Talk Radio, Time Out Corner has the question: to be or not to be. So tune in on 802.L and let's see what Time Out Corner has to say. This is Time Out Corner, 90 degrees of geek, and we already starting off on point, taking L's. Oh shoot. So, to be or not to be bamboozled. So, we are full in the year of the spec. The year of the speculation is here. It is not going to go away, people. E3 just passed. We already know this. So, the rumors are steady flowing. The theories are steady flowing, people. So, with all that being said, I got my own speculation. Well, technically, other people have mentioned this before, so it's my own 2 cents on top of that speculation. So, we already know about the PlayStation Neo, Xbox Scorpio, and obviously the Nintendo NX, though we don't know much about the NX, so we don't even know if it's a console. I don't know if it's a console or not. I don't know. But anyways, so will we be bamboozled when these consoles come out? And what I mean by that is pretty simple concept to understand. And I'm going to make it this simple. Third-party developers, please do not let us down. Please do not. And this is a battle cry for those who own a PS4 and an Xbox One, mainly for those guys. Because third-party developers, do not let this be the case. Do not have it to where whoever owns a PS4 and Xbox One sees a game come out on the Neo, Scorpio, PS4 and Xbox One, and they have to make that choice, what they want to buy it on. But the choice better not be because of them saying, well, if I want to play a game that works, if I want to play that game that and have it to where it works, I have to buy it on PlayStation Neo or Xbox Scorpio. If that's the decision that somebody has to make to be the deciding factor whether they want to buy the game for PlayStation 4 versus PlayStation Neo or Xbox One versus Xbox Scorpio, then third parties, you have given us the bamboozle treatment. We have been talk-boozled. We have been L-boozled. We have been taken to the never-ending L land. Never L land. Never-ending L. Whatever. Anyways, we've been taken far south. We've been bent over once again. So I say this simply because do third parties want more power to give us the all experience that they've always been wanting to give us? Do they want more power to give us that AI that they've always wanted to put in games? Do they want more power because they can give more visual impressive that they've always wanted to give? They want to give that steady gameplay, that steady frame rate that they've always wanted to give us? Or is it some of it and not others? Or is it just one or two things and not nothing else? Because we've seen this before, and it's at the end of the 7th generation to a third-party developers were crying, oh, yes, we want more power, we want more power. They get more power, and some games, they give better visuals, some actually very impressive. And example, the Order 1886, it may not have been the best gameplay, might have been pretty horrible, might not have that much content, but visually, it was good. This would be a case to where they gave you some things, but the rest they didn't care about, which obviously in this case would be the visuals, the rest they didn't care about. So with the, in other games, it was just the visuals weren't that impressive, or they were, impressive in the case to where, okay, they're good visuals, they're good graphics, but what you would expect from what they were crying about, okay, they're not what you would want based on what they were saying. But also, they had games to where the visuals weren't, the best. The gameplay as far as frame rate and having issues was an issue in a sense to say. Glitches, content missing. AI was still stupid. It was just so many games was like that. Well, had some issues like that mixed in. Some of it had all those issues. So the more power, in most cases, third-party developers just seem to tinker around with the visuals and sacrifice a lot of other things. So we've seen the cry before. So this time around, will it be the same deal? To where the third-party developers are just lazy. They just want more power to be more lazy, to where they can just, tinker a few things. Maybe some plugins maybe it's just plugins that they use to where it's an easy template they just got to throw in there or something to make the visuals better. I don't know what it is, but more power does not seem to always relate to better gameplay, like the third-party developers like to lead us to believe. Oh, we want to make the game more impressive, more in depth, more AI, yada yada yada. I'll believe it when I see it, when they do it on a more consistent basis, because this 8th generation, it has not been done on a consistent basis. Now, with that being said, also, again, the battle cry here is, do not let us be bamboozled. So to be or not to be bamboozled. I don't believe it will not be not to be. It will be to be, because we will be getting bamboozled by at least one third-party developer, for goodness sake. For goodness sake, to not let me be a liar. To let my year to spec come to fruition. Not that I wanted to. It's just going to happen, folks. We going to be getting bamboozled by one of these third-party developers. Now, look, check this out. Again, it shouldn't have to be, I have to get a PlayStation Neo and or an Xbox Scorpio to get the game that actually works, to get the version that actually works. It should be, I want to buy the PlayStation Neo or Xbox Scorpio to get the better overall experience, not to get the experience that actually works, just to get it to work good. That's what I'm trying to say. And as far as the NX, in the case of the NX, just third-party developers, just don't give us any more BS excuses. It seems like the Nintendo NX is going to be, at least around powerful as the Neo, or more powerful, whatever. So whatever excuse they can run up with now, whatever excuse they can come up with now, just don't give us the bamboozle. Just give us the good games with the content in it for Nintendo NX. And for the PS4 owners, for the Xbox One owners, if they have a choice to make between those or the Scorpio or the Neo, let it be, because it actually is just, better visuals, better gameplay in a sense, to where, they were able to add more elements, physics and stuff like that. Let it be something because of that. Don't let it be because they want to buy the Neo or Scorpio version, because the PS4 version and the Xbox One version has a whole bunch of issues with them. Don't let it be because of that. If that's the reason why the people want to upgrade or have to upgrade or not want to buy the game for the current console, or buy the version of the game for the current console, i.e. PS4, Xbox One, because those versions have issues, then we are officially being bamboozled. Or at least that's where the battle cry comes in, saying you guys have been bamboozled. So that's pretty much the gist of this video. To be or not to be bamboozled. Will third-party developers bend over us, as the gamers, or they actually make it to where the games work fine on all consoles across all boards? Sort of like how it seems like Nintendo's doing with the Zelda Breath of the Wild. Is it Breath of the Wild or Breath? Anyways, yeah, Breath of the Wild. Like they're doing with that. I believe it was said that the NX and the Wii U versions are pretty much going to be exactly the same. The only difference really going to be is that the NX version is going to be more visually impressive, I believe, and maybe some other things. But there ain't going to be no issues with the Wii U version, no glitches, out the wazoo like that. It's going to work flawlessly just as the NX version. That's how I hope it's going to be with the PS4, Neo, Scorpio, and One. But I have a feeling when it comes to third party, we ain't going to get that same type of treatment across all systems like that. So this is Time on Corner. You're tuned in to 802.L. This is 90 Degrees of Geek on the Talk Radio. And I'm out.